Are you currently sitting in a coffee shop, surrounded by crumpled pieces of paper, desperately trying to come up with the perfect name for your life coaching business? Is this you? If it is, I just want you to stop it. Put the pen down. Because the truth is, you aren't branding yourself, you are just procrastinating. Hi, I'm Christy Mims, the founder of Coach Pony, and I'm also a woman who's named multiple successful coaching businesses. And in this particular video, I'm going to save you weeks of agony, I promise, I swear. I'm going to tell you exactly how to name your coaching business in 2026 so that you don't get stuck, and more importantly, so that you don't have to rebrand in 6 months when you realized you picked the wrong niche. So with that, let's dive in. The procrastination trap, why you are really stuck. Okay, before we brainstorm cute names, I need to give you just a little bit of tough love. So if you've been trying to figure out your business name for a while, at least a few weeks, you aren't strategizing. You, my friend, are procrastinating. I know. It feels productive to sit in a coffee shop and doodle logos and daydream about the name of your business. But designing a logo or dreaming about a name is really just a way to avoid the scary work of actually telling people that you are a coach. It is way more fun to pick a font or a color palette than it is to risk rejection. But here is the truth. Your business name is not what makes you money. Your business systems are what make you money. A cute name with no clients is really just an expensive hobby. So we are going to solve this right now, today, so that you can get back to the real work. In 2026, you generally have two paths when it comes to business names. Path number one is my favorite for most new coaches. Just use your own name, like Jane Doe Coaching or John Smith Coaching or Lord Bridgerton Coaching. Here's why this is the smartest move in 2026. It's flexibility. So when you're just starting out as a new coach, you might think you want to be a divorce coach for dads. So you name your business the Dad Divorce Doctor. But 6 months later, you might realize you actually don't want to keep talking about divorce, and instead you really love helping men with career transitions. So if you've already branded yourself the Divorce Dad Doctor, you're just a little bit stuck. And to make a change, you have to rebrand quite a bit. But if you've already branded yourself Lord Bridgerton Coaching, then you just change the headline on your website and voila, you can head in a new direction. Also, in a world that is increasingly dominated by AI and automation, personal attention is shrinking, which means the value of personal connection is in fact growing. So people buy from people. Using your name signals that you are the product and you are the real life human that they get to work with. Path number two, the creative brand. Proceed with a little bit of caution here. Now, path number two is choosing a creative abstract name. So clearly I did this. When I quit my corporate job in DC and set up my career coaching practice, I named my first business the Revolutionary Club. And obviously my second business is Coach Pony. Both names have a story which is meaningful to me and embody an aspect of my philosophy and my approach to coaching. Now, this can absolutely work for you too, but, and this is a big but, it requires more marketing effort. When you say, I'm Christy Mims, people know it's a person. When you say, I'm the Revolutionary Club, you have to then spend a little bit of extra time explaining what that actually is. So if you are dead set on a creative name, and hey, I get it, make sure it passes something I like to call the bar test. So if you told someone the name of your coaching business in a loud bar, could they spell it and find the URL in the next morning? If they couldn't do that, then consider scrapping that name. The good enough rule. So here is your homework. You have exactly 48 hours, 2 days to decide. So if you have a creative name you love and the URL is available, then go ahead and grab it. If you're feeling unsure, then just go ahead and choose your own name. Either way, make sure to purchase your name as a URL so that you own it. It's always good to own your own name, both now and in the future. And remember, don't stress about this too much because honestly, your client isn't. Here's what I mean by that. Your future client isn't waking up at 2 a.m. worrying about whether your business is called Blue Sky Coaching or Lord Bridgerton Coaching, as great a name as that is. They are waking up worrying about their marriage, their health, or their career, and they just want to find some sort of help. So if you use your name and your marketing speaks to their pain, they're more than likely going to hire you. The name is the wrapper, the coaching is the gift. So don't obsess too much over the wrapper. And most important, you cannot get a client today if you're hiding behind a notebook trying to think of a name. So focus on getting out there as a coach so that you can get clients. Because here's the bottom line. If you can't support yourself, you can't support your clients. A perfect name but no clients means that you eventually have to quit and go back to a day job. An okay name with a great sales process means that you get to keep coaching. So choose the path that keeps you in business. So hopefully I've just saved you weeks of agonizing over things like fonts in your business name. And now you can turn your coaching into a real business that actually pays you. So if you need more help with that, we've got tons of videos for you right here, and I'll leave some really helpful ones in the show notes below. And of course, feel free to join us over at coachpony.com, where I've got a special free class all about how to find those paying clients for you. So just click the first link in the description box below. And finally, if this video helped you stop procrastinating and helped you to start taking action, please hit that like and subscribe button so I know to keep making tough love videos, and I realized this was a bit tough love, like this one, so you don't miss our next video on how to actually grow that newly named coaching business. And that is all I have for you today, and so I will see you in the next video.